Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your regularly unscheduled, irregular weekend live stream or Saturday evening live stream. Hope everybody's week is going well. Hang on a second. I can get rid of that. Hey Tony, how you doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah. As the title implies, I've done some bits and pieces off camera, just like I do with Warframe. I'm still figuring this game out, to be honest with you. Nope. Yeah. Where's the main weapon? Yeah, there you go. Right. And I can't remember. Last weekend I showed that I actually encountered Orengall, that giant white wolf. Who I freed from, can't remember their name now. Anyway, the soldiers. And today I found myself freeing a couple of her pups, as the image in the title says. It's going okay so far, despite my normal contention that I'm going to take the weekend off. Not entirely true. Sorry about that. I posted a Warframe short video on the Jackal assassination. It's a new playlist, basically, where I cover all the assassinations in the game that I can do, which is most of them except for 2, but that gets complicated. Anyway, So yeah, I find myself pursuing this particular quest to release 2 more of her pups, or I think it's 1 more of her pups, which strikes me as being kind of cutesy and nice thing to do. And I suspect I'm completely ill-prepared for it. Where am I? No idea. I think this is my nearest checkpoint, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, yeah, just in case anybody's wondering, yeah, the she-wolf snared. So, progress. I didn't get Brewer of Hues done. I found myself really quite unprepared for that. So this one I just came across by accident, and I have no idea what that is. And I have no idea what that is either, to be honest with you. But this is the one I'm doing. And it's kind of nice to return. Look, even if I just sort of wander around and talk randomly, in the context of Soulframe, that's actually worth doing. The other thing I've done today is done some work learning Vintage Story, which is another Minecraft spin-off, but far deeper. Yeah, we're due for snow ourselves, I think. Let's see if we can plink these guys. You wouldn't be able to hold a draw like this in real life, by the way. Not with a weapon that's worth having. Talking of interesting bows and things, Todd Cutler has got a very interesting project on, if anyone's interested. He's making a Chinese oxbow, and he's taking everybody through the process of trying to figure out how to convert a rather abstract illustration to an actual working weapon. Quite fascinating, actually. For the technically minded, he's looking at a 200-pound draw weight with a length of pull of something like 52 inches, which is, frankly, absolutely awesome. Hey, Riss! Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, and Tony, yeah, apparently we're due for snow too here, so not sure how that's going to work out. Do I have to plink anybody here? It would appear so. Why isn't my... Oh, it is there. Don't know how much snow we're due to have. I just kind of heard about it. Sort of. But this is England, so, you know, snow is not necessarily to our great advantage. Oh! Release squirrels. Hello, squirrels. Yeah, how have you been doing? I love those little interludes there with the releasing of the animals. And why isn't that showing up? Okay. Stay up. Okay. Is it going to stay up? I'm still playing the Long Dark, by the way. Riss. Got no idea where I'm going. Shortly I will... I do the Long Dark Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. But I think you're aware of that because... that's the... Oh, I can't remember the name of the fort, isn't it? Alright. Where am I on the map? I think I'm off in the obscured area. I think those represent missions. Yeah, I think they do. Which way are we going, Mr. Sparrow? Unfortunately, I happen to know because I exited the game earlier. This is a dungeon crawl. Oh, I don't like dungeon crawls very much. But we'll see what happens. Have I been down here before? Yeah, no, people still show up. It remains my most consistent performer in terms of viewers. Oops. You know, Mr. Sparrow, when you were trying to guide me, it would have helped had you actually showed me a decent way down. Instead of this wandering around the landscape. I'm going to have to go up and around, aren't I? I know I've said it before, this is a very pretty game. Can I get down here without killing myself? I keep wanting to punch the bushes. There's got to be an easier way down. Yeah, no, well, Tony's right there. Yeah, you can watch him. Anna is there. Danny watches. Yeah. The gang is generally kind enough to show up, listening to my inane blatherings on subjects of various types, not necessarily including the game. I have a small but loyal following, which is very gratifying, it has to be said. Let's see, have I got a clear line of retreat? Well, that was a little unnecessary. As long as you're okay, Riss. Oh, hello. What are you doing out here, Mr. Beaver? What you don't necessarily see is at the beginning of the game, on the login screen, there is a beaver lying on its back while I'm sitting down, snoring, which I think is dreadfully cute. So what I could do finding is the ambulatory cabbage plant fungus thing that calls me long legs. Because one of the biggest problems I find is actually having enough health potions. Okay, where are we headed? Oh, you want to go... Oh, okay. It's in there. Of course it is. I've actually been this way before, but I think by a different route. Maybe I should learn to shoot faster. I do not discuss politics, generally speaking, in this game, in this live stream. Politics is the one subject I tend to try and stay out of. Yeah, I really need health potions. Where do I find health potions? I know I get them by... again, we're talking about politics. So it's not something I'm going to really discuss, unfortunately. Do you know, I think I'm going to have to go back outside, try and hunt down some health potions. Which means all this lot will probably respawn. Yeah. Okay. Where am I going to find health potions? Anybody got any suggestions? Apart from killing more enemy. Yeah, because I need that one. Right, and now I'm completely out. 2 ways I know to find them. Buy them from the, like I say, ambulatory cabbage, whose name I can't remember. Or from dead soldiers. Oh yeah, this is an area I've been in before. I remember this. Maybe this should be retitled Soulframe, The Hunt for Health Potions. Well, I haven't yet got to the point in Soulframe where making pithy quotes. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh well, that's better performance than last time. Oh, you poor beavers. Yeah, I've seen that before. Last time I got out of it, I think. You're welcome, Mr. Beaver. Where's your dam, though? Presumably. See, I do think this is cute. It's very nice. I think so far it's my favourite thing about the game is when you get to release the animals. Right. Where, oh where, oh great. In case anybody's wondering, you can't actually dodge arrows as long as you can see them coming. They're not actually that fast. One of the more infuriating scenes from the Game of Thrones is, oh, I can't remember the name, where Bolton Ramsay shoots one of the Starks with the bow. Yeah, that was silly. If that Stark had zigzagged, Ramsay would never have had a chance. And I'm dead. Well, that happens with distressing regularity. Like I say, I can't help but think I'm way underpowered, even with the Founder's armor and what have you. Excuse me a moment. I do have one. I've got a bunch of them. I'm afraid I have to reserve them for subscribers and followers, because I've only got a limited number. Sorry, not going. I don't think I need a map of the future, thank you. Chris.
Oh, so you've chosen...
Wasn't the Pan-Asian Union something the Japanese were kind of keen on?
Drop it. Good mode.
Actually, that was one of the other things I wanted to do around here, was pick up all those things that I missed. Oh, I got a life elixir, yes. I don't know that we've actually got a Southeast Asian alliance. I'm not sure there can be one. There are some fairly distinct divisions between various nations that go back a long way. Oh wow, I am. This is actually, I think, one of the early games where you start out, which is fine. I've got no problem with that. Kind of defeats the purpose of the. Actually, when I was wandering around last time, this was kind of. No, to be honest with you, I'm not entirely certain how I will hand out keys. Like I said, yes, have to be confirmed subscribers and or followers. And regulars. It's not something, and I'm sure you can understand. I mean, if Tony, for example, wanted a key, sorry if I'm, or Riss, they have been regular followers for and participants for a long time. And I think it only fair that I reserve keys for people who have demonstrated that. Don't forget, you can always sign up via email and hope to get one. Yeah, I think it's fair, you know. I've only got a limited number. One obviously would be available on demand for my son, but he has little interest in Soulframe at this point. So there will always be at least one spare. So yeah. Yeah. As for raffling it off, no, I don't think so. That would be needlessly self-serving. I mean, it's no. Actually, I think that would be illegal, wouldn't it? I think it's illegal to run raffles in YouTube channels. Everybody must pay $10, and then I will do a random draw. Yeah, I don't like the idea of doing that. So no, I have to have some criteria, I think, and those are the keys, Tony, are for access to the game. Soulframe isn't even in early access. It's pretty much by invitation only, or if you are a founder. I actually got an invitation from a subscriber. And then I became a founder. I paid for the Founders Pack because I wanted to be in on the ground, so to speak. Yeah, it's not even early access. It's still in development. There's no schedule, I don't think, for when it's going to be in early access. And it is a game I want to be involved with from the early days. Okay, I think. Yes, this is the early part of the game, which I missed out on a bunch of stuff. So this is actually precisely where I was trying to be, which is good, because I want to catch up with all the stuff that I missed, and I did miss a load of stuff. I say a load of stuff. Okay. Take your word for it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rename this. I think I've been here before, actually. Well, no. Yes, a life elixir. Thank you. I really do need that. Okay, this has officially become a quest for health potions and, I don't know, ancient lore, I suppose. I'm pretty certain this is where I started. Or in this general region. Let's see. Yeah, I started, I think, in the region of that world tree. So let's head over there. It'll give me a place to start from. And perhaps I can grind for sufficient levels I don't embarrass myself. Oh, hello, Mr. Duck. You are a duck. Yes, you're a duck. Oh, there's the world tree. Yeah, of course we went past that earlier. And I think I remember that from early game. Huh. As if I'm not in early game. How many hours have I played this? It's not much. It's probably... Oh, I don't know. How many of these streams have I done for Soulframe? It's less than 16 hours, I think, of gameplay. Hey, little nugget! Hello! Good to see you. Someone ought to tell this beaver that... Are you a beaver? You look like a beaver. You're not a platypus. Mr. Beaver, you are in completely the wrong place. I mean... Unless you're a displaced beaver. You're freezing. Oh, of course, yes. In addition to solar panels for your tent, perhaps you need a heater? Oh, okay. I was going to say. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you've met the other two people in YouTube. We have Tony and Riss, who have been with me for a while. Yeah. In fact, Tony's fur babies make an appearance on the various intermission scenes, along with other subscribers' fur babies. Yes, yes. Little Nugget. Anna says hello again, how are you? Thank you for reminding me. Hang on a second. Just trying to remember. Because I actually had to make a list. Yes. I forgot, Tony. I'm terribly sorry. I should be saying hello to Furball, Smoke, and Bug. Who are cats, as I recall. With names like that, I certainly hope so. Well, China has been heavily investing in Africa for some considerable time. Yeah, I know. I know. Quite understandable. Oh. I'll take your word for that. Okay, this is actually something I was wanting to find. There's this thing in the game about feeding the cardinals. And this is, I think, is part of it. So actually, it's probably a good thing that I'm around here. Just so that, okay, I don't know what you do. Unleash the rabbits. Hello. Okay, this actually, yeah, as I keep saying it, this is where I sort of the area I wanted to kind of be back in, so that I could go over early parts of the game. Pretty much, yeah. I did try the sword. I'm a coward, you see, and I much prefer archery over. Well, I say, yeah, okay. In games like this, I tend to prefer projectile weapons, which makes my previous choice of Warframe in the game of Warframe, obviously, somewhat weird that I would for a while specialize in melee combat. Although now that I'm playing Titania Prime a lot, I'm back to a whole different kind of style. But yeah, no, I mean, ooh. In games like this and Diablo, I'm a firm believer in practical cowardice, which basically means shoot things with arrows. Yeah, no, farming is... Oh, grief, no, farming is a desperately difficult job. Okay, so that's... I am headed the wrong way. Oh no, I haven't, yeah. I need to head back towards the World Tree and that tower area. I don't know whether you need to do a full draw on this. I think you do. Let's see. If I just do a little sort of... There's a... I'm not sure. Do you know what? Ah, yeah, that is a... Yeah, a full draw does have a... I think it does actually do more damage. Run, 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 run. I have no idea if this is accepted tactics in the game. Huh. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? No reason. Right. Any more fights I'm going to accidentally get into? Oh, I think there's a sort of boss fight in this region. Oh, yeah, there is. Ah, yes, I remember this vaguely. I don't want to get into this kind of fight with him at close range, I can tell you this for nothing. Ah! Oh, this was highly ill-advised. I am in now. I've never been to Vietnam. Probably never will now. Not Vietnam. I much prefer those boss shite, but boss. I nearly said something really unpronounceable. Not unpronounceable. Hey. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah. Places like Shenzhen. Been to Shenzhen. That was a fascinating trip. Went with my second ex-wife. At the time when she wasn't my ex-wife, and was in fact my fiancée. It was a fascinating little trip. Probably the only time in my life I've ever got my pocket picked. I think. I lost a camera there. I was very irritated. Lost all my photographs of the day. Oh, well, should I ever want to get into the business, I'll try and bear that in mind. Oh, I think he's actually one... Yep, he's one of the good guys, I think. No, I'm too old to start again. I have one priority in my life right now, and that is get my son the best opportunities I can get him. Yes, I'm sure there are. So this doesn't make... Oh, he's got a nice... Is that a beefwar? No, it's sort of broken and not working properly. No. What have you got? No, you are similarly in very bad armor that is definite need of repair. Eh. I think there was actually a quest of sorts around here. I can't remember what it was. So here's a question. Why did they have a mini boss fight here? When there was no other obvious goal. Ah. Well, I think only, as I understand it, only most restaurants fail. And the profit margins are terrible.
And this old pack.
Yeah, you are. That is weird armor, and you're both wearing the similar kind of thing. I'm pretty certain that thing around his neck is actually supposed to be up. And should be probably paired with a decent breastplate, which he has not. Oh, is that chainmail? No, that's not very good armor. It's not even slightly realistic, to be honest with you. Excuse me. Get yourself some decent brigandine, mate. Or chainmail, even. To wear under that lot. Right. Okay. Now, yeah, the interesting thing about this area is, like I said, that why is there a boss fight of sorts?
Stay wary. Rules about.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, I am using 81% of the CPU. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've got my system usage over there. Can't remember why I pulled that up. Ah, well. Fortunately, risk, that's not a thing I am going to have to ever worry about. Oh, great. Oh no. Yeah, the funny thing I have, when it does a leveling up, I've got absolutely no idea what it means. You're running the wrong way, Mr. Rat. Shouldn't be trying to run backwards, that doesn't really work. Not for rats. Ah!
This history's Envoy. Well found.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was after. I missed a bunch of those because I didn't know how to claim them. Now, there was something I was doing around here at the point, wasn't there? I wonder whether I've achieved it.
Not so close, can. Well. Hey, maybe you're a rose. Cheers.
Okay, is that what I was supposed to do? No, fortunately it's unlimited arrows. I've got no idea what this is, but... Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to... Oh. Right. No, fortunately, it's not out of arrows. And I don't like the arrows. Look at those silly arrows. They make absolutely no sense. I mean, there's only 2 fletchings. Now, you can fletch an arrow with 2. 3 is the most common, and you can do it with 4. But, yeah, those are terrible feathers on there. Come on. Tell somebody on the on Digital Extreme's development team to take a look at what an English war arrow looks like. And they'll probably, if they ever watch this, be terribly offended that I said that. Oh, okay. Thank you. I am actually going to take a quick break. Just as I was about to put an arrow at that person who just faded from view. Can I pause? Don't know. Alright, go back to home. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Right. In case anybody was looking at the Fur Children list and wondering who Buddy in Memoriam was, that was my mother's black Labrador. who died when he was, oh, grief, I think he was 13. He was extremely old. I have no idea what these do. No, no, and no. Okay. Do I have anything I can upgrade? Ooh, yes. Oh, okay. Don't know what actually comes out of Africa, to be honest with you, these days. Apart from gemstones, minerals. That kind of thing. Okay, we are back here. Let's see. I've no idea what this is. Whoa, a bit of a stagger there. Oh, hang on. I keep forgetting to press Q to see if there's anything interesting. I can only assume this is the resistance. What do I do here? There was that character who came running towards me, wasn't there? Okay, so I can freely go back and forth in there, it seems. Granite? I didn't know there was a huge trade in granite. Oh, sorry. Yeah, not quite sure why we're getting stutter going on here. Ah. Ah. That's expensive armor. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rename this. You know what? I think some diversity in your armor would be appropriate, guys. You're all basically the same character as are you.
You're looking a bit peely-wally, Gregor. Come here, Bug. I've a sinner's tale that'll curdle your cocoa.
Running real scarce on the base, you can.
Just a suppy mare. You're looking a bit peely-wally, Gregor.
Alright, okay. If he's just going to be repeating the same thing. Hello. Yeah. Somebody tell Digital Extremes to update their armor. Because... yeah. Can I just walk across? I can. And I can't shoot anything. Okay. I suppose makes sense. Hello, Midas the Fallen. Hang on, is that another player? I think it is. I do believe that is the only other player I've seen in the game. I've got no idea how to say hello. And this takes us... Where does this take us? Okay. Yep, that's the first time I've met somebody else in the game. Ah, that explains the brief stagger I've been seeing. It's because of the other player. It's the network connection. It's a thing you see in Warframe as well, when people join and leave. Oh, come on, how do I get through the door now? Good. Alright, let's just go back out and back in. See whether anything is gained thereby. Yeah, that's network thing, internet thing. You,
Come here, Buck.
I've met.
I have a sinner's tale that'll curdle your cocoa.
I think there's another player over there, to be honest. Hang on. Let's see whether... I've only got one other person I know here, and that is Janitor Jerry. And in fact, it was he who gave me the key so that I could join. What do we want to bet? That this is going to take me straight to somewhere where I get immediately into a fight. The implication being they're within... Oh, look. This is new? Yeah, they need to do something about the diversity of the of everything here. I'm gonna guess that Kane Thorson has been playing a while.
Well, fancy a draft. Safe. It is a safety paid in sin, Synod's loyal regent.
Yeah.
Though, my soul reclaimed, I found a wee thirst for sabotage. And that's a drink we can all toast to, it seems. Ootlin. The dripping flagon. Fossil of a sailor's inn. Not the grandest of rebel enclaves, but the Ode have yet to find it, so...
Yeah, and yet, literally just 100 yards outside. Ah, this is taken from Warframe, the standing thing.
Wished! I can't think!
Yep, yep. They've taken this from. Let me guess. There are going to be bounties.
Oh, didn't mind the clarty lot of your tale. They call themselves the Silent Rose. Mostly old yins too bloated or deaf to heed the spell song. They remember Envoy. As do I. Go with grace of root.
No idea what I'm supposed. Good grief, she's tall. I mean, I don't know how. So how do I gain standing? Or is it simply a case of, I don't know.
Bugsome fiends, those Nimrods. And I don't mean you, Philip.
So, in principle then,
Whoa! Thirsty are you? Garen's blessing.
so what do we do? Is there anything else to do here, or what? I assume if it's following the Warframe type of thing, this is sort of the equivalent of Cetus or oh grief, what are they called? Can't remember the things they're called. The in-orbit doohickeys. I can't remember what they're called as I'm sitting here. Have I been down here? Nope, I can't kick it. Can I kick it? Nope. Take your word for it.
Another mission? These old bones. Bring it here, Laius. I'll sharpen your blade.
Okay, this is going to be renamed. I'm going to rename this Silent Rose Enclave. I'm very tempted to do it right now. Mental note to self. There's another player. Hang on a second. I'm actually going to do... I think I can do this without... If I don't do this now, I'll forget. Oh, that's weird. Hang on a moment. No. I'm just updating. Just updating the title. I'll have to change the description. That makes much more sense than freeing Orengall's pups, which is I'd like to do that. I have a feeling this may prove to be a useful place to know how to get to. Yeah, they do need to update their models here. In Warframe, places like Cetus were very well done and gave the impression of a bustling market, that kind of thing. Or they need to do something with their character models, I think. Definitely. Hello, Mr. Rat. Yeah, in Warframe, this area would be, if it's equivalent to something like Cetus, this would be bustling with players. I mean, absolutely crammed. So let's see, does this take us anywhere? Possibly. It kind of looks like it's supposed to. Well, yeah, it's the Rebel Enclave, isn't it? Yeah, no, okay, alright. And there's another player going by. I think. Where's the music coming from? Oh well. I was, let's see, how would you put it? A systems engineer. That's the best way I can put it. My highest rank, if you want to call that, was project manager of engineering. Or engineering project manager. I can't remember which way around they put it. I was a fixer, troubleshooter, communicator.
What's wished? I can't have the sinners found in my bed.
No, I was never in Singapore. I wanted to get there, but I never made it to Singapore. I did a job in Malaysia once. Shah Alam, a semiconductor company there. That was my last project for that particular company before I got laid off. So I've worked in, let's see, I worked with document management systems for quite some years. I worked in the semiconductor industry for quite some years. And then a few other bits and pieces, bit of telecommunications, not long. Worked for Sony briefly. But no, I never actually went to Singapore. Tried to get myself relocated there, but they weren't having it, so. thank you. I'm not sure that's necessarily true. Never mind. I can add commentary to that. If I was really intelligent, fill in the blank. But let's not go there, huh? Oh, what does that do? Ah. Oh. I have emotes. Yeah, I kind of arguably was headed that way at one point. Look at this. They're literally within feet of the enemy. My early education was scientific, but I wasn't allowed to do what I wanted to do. Now, what I really wanted to do was be the next David Attenborough, but I was never. That was never gonna. That was not considered a possibility. But, you know. I never wanted to do that. Don't know if headshots count. Army or the military isn't for everyone. My son was interested in the military for a while. He was in the Army Cadets enjoyed it up to a certain point, and then got tired of having to deal with a bunch of young kids coming in. I've no idea what you do with half the stuff we're picking up. I think this is the equivalent of grinding for level in Warframe, isn't it? Well, there are people who do. There are Nobel scientists and Nobel Prize winners, and I'd have to look them up, who have gone completely off the deep end. Or I don't know. Yeah, though it's quite possible to be a scientist and completely bonkers. And I mean, be a good scientist, Nobel-winning scientist, and yeah, end up completely bonkers. So, being a scientist and doing good science does not prevent you from having getting up to some really odd stuff. There's a Nobel scientist right now, and I would have to look him up. R.V. Loeb? Hang on a second. Let me check. I think it's alright. R.V. Loeb. Yeah, that's right. That's right. R.V. Loeb. I think he was... yeah, he is or was theoretical physicist. Worked in astrophysics and cosmology. Did he win the Nobel Prize? Yeah, he went from being a serious scientist. No, he didn't. Oh, hang on. No, okay, maybe not. But R.V. Loeb is an example of a serious scientist who went completely off the deep end. I've got no idea how your last two sentences mix. Okay. that yeah. The trick to having oh,
Big legs!
hello.
Oi! Leggy!
Yeah, I don't think you got anything I want. No, I'm not selling pistol. Hmm. Trying to think of immediate examples of serious scientists who have. I'd have to go and look them up. Avi Loeb was the first one that came to mind for some reason. But the thing is, just because you have a PhD doesn't prevent you from being very strange. Oh. This is the point at which I would normally say something like Witch God. I'm not sure. Not sure that's necessarily a... Ooh. Crypt key. Is that useful? Oh yes, definitely early game section here. Judged by the hit point levels of the various protagonists. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, don't forget, I'm trying to play a game here, not necessarily have a philosophical discussion. Oh. Sorry about the arrow through the back. Okay.
You're in the Banneret sector, Envoy. Will I wager my Drax on you?
Hi, we have fun. Okay, that is a little bit too involved for me to take apart while I'm sitting here playing Soulframe. What the heck is that? That's new. What the heck? What just attacked me? Ah. Okay, I'm glad I kind of found my way sort of back to the early game now. Oh, which Linux? How did you know I was running Linux? Oh, yeah. Oh, it says so up there. Soulframe Linux. Yeah, this is Linux Mint. With cinnamon. So, yeah. I'm not a Linux geek. When my son and I were basically putting this system together, because he is or was a Linux geek, I asked him, because I didn't want to use Windows, I asked him which version of Windows of Linux I should use. He recommended Mint, so I said okay. So yeah, Linux Mint. AMD system, DDR4, mainly because DDR5 was. Sort of, yes. But it's not Windows, and anybody who's used Windows as long as I have knows it. I prefer it to look like OS X, to be honest, but in the end, I don't care enough. It works, I can get it to do what I want, like run Soulframe. So, you know, it's a great little it works. That's all I really care about, to be honest. I don't care about what is trendy and hip and advised. It works. It works well. I can run games on it. I can stream on it, you know. And in case you're wondering, this is a 5800X3D CPU and an AMD RX 9070 graphics card. And I should state that that 9070 is not an XT and it's not overclocked. It's just a plain old 9070 because for various reasons I didn't want to upgrade my power supply, because I wanted to give my son a new power supply for my old graphics card, which was a 7800 XTOC. So yeah. Well, I worked with Windows for 30 odd years, from the Windows 3.11 days, and I always found, in the end, I just got irritated with it. And so some years ago, when I had the chance, I switched to OS X, which I do like. And then when it came time to build a system, originally for Minecraft, and then for other games, and then for streaming, it was Linux. This was not designed to be a streaming system. This is the third graphics card I've had, actually. And the second one I think I used for streaming. And my son has benefited because every time I upgrade, he's gotten my old graphics card. So, yeah, I've heard stories about Windows 11. Oh, right, that's nice. Oh, wow, yeah. That's a significant system. If I if I'd known what I'd known now, when I put the system together, I might have gone with a 7900 GRE. I wasn't looking to spend a huge amount of money, which is kind of ironic given how much I spent subsequently, but still. But yeah, 7900 XTX is still a top-end AMD system. I'm slightly envious. Oh, wow. That's a... yeah. That is quite a system.
2 stars on a single soldiering rock.
I'm sorry, how much what does my PC have? It's not a good time to be building new systems, what with RAM prices. Those are crazy at the moment. DDR4 has become a viable alternative right now. I got the 5800 X3D just before they stopped manufacturing it. When I upgraded my son's computer, I couldn't get him a 5800. So I got him a 5700 instead. So he ended up with a fairly significant upgrade. He's got a 1080p gaming system that should keep him going for a few years. Well, hello. I'm actually slightly surprised how well this system of mine performs. I mean, you got to bear in mind, I'm streaming at 3440 by 1440 widescreen, and I'm playing Soulframe, I think at medium settings, and I'm getting well, I've got it set to 60 frames a second, but it will run faster than that if I'm not streaming. So it does tolerably well. I'm sure there are people who would thoroughly... I don't know about I haven't... Yeah, it's not something I'm in a position to... The efficacy or otherwise of a DDR3 system is not something I'm particularly... Do you even buy DDR3 systems anymore? Yeah, look. A lot of the arrows here have 4 fletchings. It's a weird choice. But there's a few games which do that. Minecraft does that. I think Hytale does that, which is weird. Who else uses 4 fletchings in their video games? I think... No, I'm not sure about that one. But, yeah, no, this... I was running... I got a Valheim the other day. And... I haven't played it much. It was on sale. So I made sure it would run. I was slightly surprised. I was getting 150 frames a second, full widescreen, max graphics. So that's fairly impressive. And in case anybody's wondering, this widescreen thing here is about 2.5 times, just under 2.5 times the resolution of 1080p. It's 4K is about, oh grief, 25% more. So this would probably game moderately well at 4K. I wouldn't want to stream 4K and play at the same time. Let's see if I can plink him. Yep. Oh. Yeah, sorry about the arrows to the face. It's a very good job we don't have. I was wondering how he got on the roof. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. We had a bit of a discussion last time, didn't we? And I was suggesting Australia, wasn't I?
Here, more memories unforgotten.
Yeah, I sort of remember this area because I couldn't figure out what you were supposed to be doing with the glowy things. And I don't know what they're called. To me, they're just glowy things. Oh, sorry, ma'am. You nearly got an arrow in the face. Excuse me while I pillage your home.
No mischief.
Good grief, have I been playing for that long? Huh. I might as well continue. Hello. Oh. Wonder what that was. It was a wabbit. Right, I am going to take a quick break, as per usual, and then we'll see how much longer I can continue this. So I will see you all in a couple of minutes, and just to keep myself safe, I'll come back here. Right. Do you know one thing I haven't done? Check my inventory. What have I got in terms of fragments? Huh. I didn't realize I had some of these. Not sure what you're supposed to do with them. And what is that? What are you supposed to do with fragments? No idea. What have I got in terms of swords? Oh. Now that's the one I got with the Founders Pack. At some point I'm going to have to give that a run for its money. So. See if there's anything I need to upgrade. Nope. No. Anything to upgrade here? Ooh. And that is really not sure what's advisable to upgrade with this. I'm not sure what reset arts would do. Not necessarily, no. Somewhat more frequently than that. And it depends on your definition, probably, of pandemic. No, they didn't. There's no evidence that any human being has lived that long. No, seriously, there's no evidence at all. Let's see. No, if you look up the history of pandemics, I think you'll find that they're, yeah. But no, there's no evidence that any human being has lived longer than 122 years. I think that's the absolute record. There are, of course, stories, and obviously Christianity is the obvious one, which has stories about Methuselah. In the Bible, Methuselah is the longest-lived person. It's 969 years. But the Bible isn't unique in ascribing extremely long lifespans. I think the Mesopotamian kings list has people living longer. That's remarkable. But I think the official record's 122 years. Hang on, I can find out. Longest lived human. Right, so officially, the longest lived human with fully documented proof is Jean Calment, French, who lived to be 122 years and 164 days. The oldest man on record is Jiromon Kimura from Japan, who lived to be 116 years and 54 days. There is Calment's age is the only verified case of somebody living past 120 years. Now, if you have actual documented evidence, then that would be very interesting. But that is with documentation. So, I'm not, by the way, saying that your great grandmother didn't live to be 124. I'm just saying that officially the longest lived documented human. No, really they don't. Very, very, very few people live that long. Not that can be verified, and that's an important aspect of it. If there's no, you need the documentation. Without documentation, it's hard. Yeah, it needs to be verifiable. I mean, like I say, if you've got full documentation, then, go ahead and submit your records to, the Guinness, for example. As I said, the thing is, it needs to be documented. Otherwise, it's, you can't verify it. Yeah, but the idea that people used to live longer, no, that's not true at all. There is no evidence at all of people living 150 odd years. Oh yeah, 7 feet tall people is quite possible. But human beings do have an upper limit to how tall they can grow. The tallest known human being was 8'11", and he had enormous problems. He was not healthy. The human the structure of the human body essentially prevents it from growing functionally very tall. What was the world's tallest man? I can't remember his name. American, died at 23, I think. The idea that there were human beings who were giants is simply not possible. Not with our body type. Ooh. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Yes, but that is only 7 foot something. And that is within the possibility of human physiology. Human physiology does not allow for people to grow beyond certain limits. Once you get past a certain point, it becomes increasingly difficult for the body to simply support itself. When you have a look at... Hang on a second. Who is the world's tallest man? Yeah, Robert Wadlow. You have a... he was 8'11.1 inches. But yeah, the problem again, the problem with that is oh hey Anna. Yeah, but no, the idea of giants 11 foot tall would require a completely different non-human body type for it to be functional. Yeah. So those stories about the conspiracy theories you hear about giant humans, no, they're rubbish. There's never actually been found a single skeleton, a genuine skeleton of a very tall human. 11 foot tall. Things like the Cardiff giant are well known to be forged fakes. I remember the Cardiff. I say remember the Cardiff giant. He's the one that comes to mind. But physiologically, the human body plan doesn't support a functional maximum height over, oh heck, I don't know, 7 foot something. I don't know what you mean, Gint. How are you doing, Anna? Greetings to I think he said Drogo. Greetings to Dogo, Mittens, and Brownie. No, there weren't. The simple thing is, no, there weren't giant humans in the past. Oh, is he somebody I shouldn't be shooting? Yeah, he's somebody I shouldn't be shooting. I think we've met before, haven't we? Yeah.
I'll hear no gripes of spectres and ghoulies. Now finish your rounds. Frightened by some lingering magics. In the spirit for a haunt, ghoulie?
Now, the the conspiracy theory about no, human beings have been always smart and or dumb, depending. No, human beings in the past were just as intelligent as we are now. They just didn't have the knowledge. For, let's see, human species, Homo sapiens, has been around, what? 250,000, 300,000 years? And for most of that time, while they were as intelligent as we are, they didn't have the background of knowledge that we are lucky enough to have now. But no, one of the conspiracy theories I heard about, oh, there were giants in the past. The Smithsonian is just trying to deny it or hide the evidence. It's absolute rubbish. There's absolutely no reason to believe that is true. And all those pictures you might see online of giant skeletons, nope, they're all rubbish. They are all fake. Unfortunately, as nice as it would not to be real, yeah, they're not real. CGI, fake. I have no idea why people bother doing them. Again, which one? What? What did I just trigger? Okay, what's the sparrow's tail when it's at home? I didn't even know I was looking for a sparrow's tail. No, that's the free Orengall's Pups one. What's the sparrow's tail? And how did I trigger it? Oh grief, I'm down in the middle of nowhere. I got no idea where I am. Ha! I'm so far outside of the area. Oh, I'm there. I thought I was up here somewhere. Oh well, so let's head back. No wonder the enemies were starting to get higher level. Hello, goose. Ooh, what's this? Why have I got a sword icon telling me to come this way? Why was there a sword icon? I want the sword icon back, please. And I was trying to collect all the various histories from the north up there. Nope, I am well off the map at this point. How did that happen? Not paying attention. Ah. Oh, I remember shooting. Did I not shoot that up? You heard. Oh, you didn't see me necessarily shoot that up, but I think I did. Yeah, what is that supposed to be? I am now curious. Why? Oh, great. I'm shooting things and trying to figure out why there's a sword on my map here. I don't know. That's why I'm kind of curious. At one point, it said that I was surrendering the Sparrow something or other, and I had no idea what it was talking about. I wasn't aware I'd started anything like that. I'm just wondering. I'm just exploring, really. I am... Oh, look at that. Huh. That's how we open up areas of the map. I am not a philosopher. I prefer science.
Her rain grew dull. She thought to cull the forest into bog.
Oh. Slay the corrupted creatures. Is that in the journal? It's not. Yeah, let's do that. I have no complaints about doing that.
Subject of treason!
Oh. I have a feeling I'm not supposed to be shooting that one. So, in principle... Oh no, I've still got a ways to go before I'm in the realm of the corrupted creatures. I am of two minds. Do I take a shot? Or do I not? Nope. Apparently I don't. Whoa! Are those corrupted creatures, do we think? Yeah, looks like we are. Right. Okay. One set of corrupted creatures. Anybody want to say thank you? I mean, you were just standing there like a twit.
Skirting through the walls.
Okay, I guess that was it. No, don't think so. Hang on. All right. You want to know what Wikipedia has it? So, let's see if we... oh. So, let's see. I mean, in terms of official pandemics, you've got COVID-19 from 2019 to present. HIV/AIDS is considered a pandemic, 1981 to present. Hong Kong flu between 1968 and 1969. The 1957 to 58 influenza pandemic. The Russian typhus epidemic of 1918 to 1922. The Spanish influenza pandemic of 1918. The 1889 to 1890 pandemic of influenza. The third plague pandemic, bubonic plague, that was actually 1855 to 1960. There was a cholera pandemic between 1846 and 1860. So no, we get pandemics a little bit more frequently than that. And they do kill millions. We're not talking about the odd sniffle either. I can't remember where I was going. Ah, did I not defeat that? Of course I did. But I was actually heading back to the top of the map. I don't know, but no, we get pandemics. There doesn't appear to be a 100-year cycle of pandemics, as I just related. Am I heading north? Ish. Oh. I mean, we don't get pandemics like we used to. That's for certain. I mean, when you look at things like the Black Death, where sort of a third to a half of the European population died out, we don't get anything like that. Thank goodness. Oh, I thought... Now, you may not have seen me do that. You probably didn't see me do this earlier, but I'm pretty certain I plinked this cannon earlier. Yeah, I shot this earlier. Oops.
You honor the lost this day. A rite of atonement.
Oh, that was a sparrow's tail. Oh, okay. Huh. Depends what you mean by immortality. I didn't even know I was doing the sparrow's tail. Alright, I'm gonna have to call this the sparrow's tail. What's the sparrow's tail? Time travel gets very complicated to even consider the possibility. And I could have sworn I shot this up earlier, but maybe not when it's in the game. Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're starting to get into areas where the simplest thing to say is no time travel. Yeah, time travel into huh. And no time. What's his name? Brian Cox did a fairly awesome speech on the possibilities of time travel and referenced black holes. And it's well worth looking up, but I can't remember all the details, unfortunately. I am going to have to rename this. Excuse me a second. I'm just updating the title of the live stream. Yeah, we know where black holes are. We can, while you can't see the black hole itself, you can see the up to the event horizon. We've directly imaged them. So yeah, we can see where black holes are, and we can determine that they are there by the way that other star systems move around them. Don't know whether space is infinite. If it's not infinite, it is absolutely massive. I think... I can't remember how big it is at the moment. And of course, it's continually getting bigger. But now you're starting to get into cosmology, and I might be able to give you a summary on some aspects of it, but you definitely want to start looking at more experts on the subject. So we actually made progress today, much to my surprise. Vaguely. Right. So we have discovered stuff. For what it's worth. Uncovered bits and pieces of history. Found the odd world tree. Opened up some more of the map. Ingratiated ourselves with the red rose. I am kind of curious to know, what does this signify? I mean, I know what one of them is. It's sort of that hidden enclave type thing. Okay, well, don't know how to get to that one now. Yep. One of the things I regret is that I won't see... No, that's not true. What I want to do, if I have a choice in the matter, and I probably don't, is I want to live long enough for us to find absolute evidence, absolute proof that there is life elsewhere in our solar system.
Synod is most pleased by your efficiency, Banneret.
I don't care if it's fossilized life on Mars or something like that. I want to see. I want us to determine.
Surely you'll manage.
For absolute certainty that there is life elsewhere in the universe, even within our own solar system, because that would change an awful lot of things, I think. And I would like to see that. I'd like to live long enough just to see that. Don't know what you... They probably are working on it. Nanotechnology is definitely something people are working on. I just don't know much about it. Oh, right. I suppose I'm supposed to be delivering a message, aren't I? I don't think... don't think I'm... Oh, we're a long way from that. Oh, okay. This is a shoot. This is a kill 'em all quest. Have I not been in here before? I don't... Yeah, okay.
Well done, Envoy. Your triumphs lighten this leaden shame.
I'm right in the middle of a fight! This isn't the best time to be doing that kind of thing, you... grief! You great... steaming twit! Not me. What's her face? Oh, great. Leave me alone. Sorry, excuse me a moment. A little bit busy right now. Right, would anybody else like to Would anybody else like to interrupt me with a message right while I'm in the middle of a fight? Because now would be a good time to do it. What? Oh. I thought you were talking about the game. You're talking about nanotechnology. Why would you use swords if you have nanotechnology? If you had nanotechnology, you could just command it to do far more awful things. Looks awfully familiar. Are they reusing tile sets again? Okay. Hello, Sparrow. What was I supposed to be doing here, if anything? I can't remember. I don't know what is and isn't possible. How would you reconnect two bits of a sword that have broken apart and fallen away? What's that? No. Oh, you mean a sword that would repair itself on the fly? Okay. That would actually make an interesting one, but why would you apply it to swords when nobody uses swords these days? And there's no particular benefit to researching the technology in a weapon that nobody uses. Far better to have nanotechnology in a bullet that would simply dismantle the target that hits. Okay, well... Alright, well, I guess... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm not done. Ah.
Synod's finest gruel seekers. Your quotas have doubled. I suggest you meet them, lest you lose your ranks. Or lives. Envoy, you know what to do.
Oh. Damn, they've got me running from pillar to post. Right! I am... How long have I been going? Over 3 hours. Which is unexpected. I am going to head back to here. And pretty much bring it all to an end. Oh, I picked up bits of stuff with no idea what to do with them. Ooh. Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I have here? Ooh. Oh no. That's what I was equipped with. That's the stuff I acquired. What do I have? Oh, that's the same. Do I have anything to upgrade? Oh. Nope. Nope. Well, I could, I suppose. Oh, sorry. Yeah, definitely time for me to call it a day. This was not... I was not expecting this to be 3 hours. I'm really surprised that it did. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope at least it was, I don't know, something or other. Mildly entertaining, bit of fun, interesting. All of the above. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Soulframe will probably return tomorrow evening at some random time after 6 PM, most likely, because, like I say, it's the weekend. I don't have a particular schedule. It's evening for me. What time is it? It is 9:30 at night. Yeah. I will. Let's see. I may post a. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I've got several possibilities. I have no idea, but there's a very good chance Soulframe will return. How about that? That's the best I can say. So, I hope you all continue to have a good weekend, or just generally have a good weekend. And I will see you all next time.